I'm sorry. It's like a problem. Like, it's an addiction. That and lighting fix. So, I don't even do it intentionally anymore. It just kind of happens. Oh my god. I thought that I would tell you guys about how tour was for me and meeting Noen and like a bunch of cute stories that I love to talk about because it was like the greatest day of my entire life. Let's start at the beginning. The beginning of me getting there and like the whole going to Dallas. I don't live in Dallas. I live in Austin. And that's like 3-4 hours away from Dallas. But we took a good long road trip. And, like it's the day before, and we check into our hotel, and like my anxiety's building. I'm freaking out. Now fast forward to the day that it's all happening. I woke up, and we re-dye my hair red. The morning before I meet Noen in the hotel room, we re-dye my hair. As crazy as it sounds, yeah, that's exactly what we did. We had to be checked out by noon. So that wasn't enjoyable for me. You know, we go to breakfast. I didn't really eat much. Like, I lost my appetite. I was like so nervous and anxious. You know, things were chill, we were cool. And then we realized, oh hey, they relocated the venue. That's cute. We went there to go get my tickets, like the tickets to go to wherever we're gonna need to go. And the thing is that they were supposed to send out an email, right? We didn't get an email, and we didn't know where we were supposed to go. So we get there, like at the place itself, and you know, we figure things out. We tell them like, hey, I'm here, can I have my like wristband? So they give me a wristband, even though they're supposed to like write the person's name on it, and they didn't write Noen's name on it, which was kind of awkward, but whatever. It wasn't like that big of a deal until later on when I'm getting there, okay? And then they tell us where it is, like which hotel it's in. So we go there, and we're like super early. We're like an hour early. There was like a few other girls that like I would chat with a little bit, and they were cool. We waited for an hour, and that's when the guys started like coming through, and I'll like insert the video here. Oh my god, there's Chase. I'm not ready for this, dude. I'm not. Okay. Good. Yep. No. Yeah. Keep your phone out, keep recording. This is big. This is great. Both? No, video. Video. Oh my god. They're here. They're literally here. I'm gonna cry. Why am I shaking? I need to stop shaking.
Do you want to say hi?
That's not possible, Mom. You know me.
Hi,
how are you, sweetie?
Oh my god.
Okay.
She said okay.
Oh my god. This is so much better than when I met Sam and Colby. I'm just, okay.
Okay, I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye. I was like, why is he
I'm supposed to be on the cousin, like.
Oh, there it is.
They just went up to the room for a second. I think they're coming down, but I'm just waiting. They all got Ubers, basically like the same time as us, so they should be arriving in a second.
Okay.
Oh my god, my stomach is
I
like.
haven't eaten since like 6 a.m. and I'm
Yeah, I feel that.
There was a lot of people at the meeting.
I ate it like.
Too many people. I didn't eat it all. I think it was Literally. Why did I not wear my phone case? I should have No, because they're brand new. My dad was little.
Where did we even? Oh my god.
When no one walks by, I'm gonna like actually have a
I'm just like.
I don't know how y'all stand. I haven't seen your
How many people are gonna FaceTime me? Hi. Oh my god, I haven't seen you in so long. What's up?
He actually knows he's been in week. Probably.
Yeah, that's
I've had like 5 people come up to me and be like, yo, here's Liam. Hi.
I don't know.
Okay,
It's okay.
yeah, we actually need to use this one. Yeah, do you want to ask?
You know, I tried finding my shirt hoodie, but I couldn't find it. I lost it.
Alright, babe. Will you sign this, please? You want to sign my shoe? Yeah, sign her Vans. I thought I'd steal your.
Did you? Yes, I did. That's the Sharpie. Take that.
Oh, thank you. No, you can have it.
Wow. Chase touched my Sharpie. This is amazing.
Hey, lick it.
No.
Oh, yeah.
You definitely don't remember. Can I?
No, I do. What? No, we all went. It was Horror Nights. It was Horror Nights, yeah. Because we all went when it was Horror Nights, yeah. Unless it was a different time, because I've talked to you when it was Horror Nights.
When you had black hair.
Oh my god, that was. Oh, she FaceTimed. Okay, yeah. No, I remember that. Okay. I thought you were talking about the time I saw you at Horror Nights. Because Divinity was also there with me.
They're just
I just got faded.
What did you say? Just got
Everyone's like circling around it.
Yeah.
Can we do like a prayer circle really quickly? Can everybody like sit down? Do a prayer circle.
Actually, I'm
already
sitting. So.
I'm too anxious to sit right now.
Alright, story time.
I'm sitting in spirit.
Should I tell a story? Oh, I already signed it. Alright, everybody join hands.
I'm gonna.
What? What is this? Oh, wait.
How sweet.
Can you say hi, Maddie?
Hi, Maddie.
Oh, yeah. Can you say hey? I'm going over here.
You.
Wow.
Oh, so,
Can you say hi, Chase?
hi Chase. And I said, that's not a camel.
That's my wife.
No. Why didn't they tell the rumor about blood? I'm not trying to spread it.
Kevin, there's Kevin. Wait.
Chase Keith came through and just sat with a bunch of us, and we all had a prayer circle. It was a good time. It was so much fun. The funniest part was that he signed my phone case, and I was recording the whole time. I'll insert in the clip here.
Chase, can you sign my phone case?
Yes. Y'all want some ABC gum? Already been chewed. Oh, here we go.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Can you spare my camera? Chase, can you say hi to my friend Alex?
Hi, Alex. Hi, sweetie. How are you?
Yo, whose phone is this? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
He like forgot that he even signed it, and he was just like holding it the whole time, and you know, it was funny. His signature did end up coming off because, you know, like when you sign the outside of somebody's phone case, it'll rub off because it's Sharpie, you know, and it's not gonna last. Depending on the type of phone case you have, I have a clear case, so it's like, you know, it's gonna come off. So after that was when all the other guys were starting to get there, and I remember I met somebody there. Her name is Kate. She's really, really cool. And we were like kind of hanging out the whole time, and like at one point we were just like chilling, you know, like not expecting anything, and out of nowhere Noen and little Huddy just like walked by and just casually, I have the clip.
There, no. I'm fine.
We said hi. I said hi to Nolan and he said hi back.
that was when like it kind of hit me like I'm about to hang out with Noen. This is so sick, you know, like that was like the coolest feeling to be like just Noen and Chase Hudson casually walking past me, like no big deal. So then they start letting people in, right? Well, I told them that I had a wristband, there was no name on it, and so then they like go through all this trouble to like scan my ticket, like figure out like who I'm here for. They thought that I meant that like I didn't have a wristband, like that I wasn't ready to go in, when actually I did have a wristband the whole time, I just didn't have a name on it, and they were like, oh, you can go in, and I was like, I was literally the first person there, but like whatever, it's fine, it's fine. I go in and I see Noen, and that was when I was like, okay, cool, swag. I walk in, I see Noen, and he immediately just like looks disappointed, like throws up his hands in disappointment, and it's the funniest thing, and I'm like confused because I'm like, what happened? And I find out that Noen thought that there were only going to be 3 girls there plus him, and then, you know, 12 ended up showing up. So that's why he looked so disappointed. It wasn't because of my existence, it was just because he's big dumb. Cute story, cute little thing from you know, like being there. So I walk up to him, like, you know, after he explains like what's going on, and I go up to him and I'm like, hi, I'm Danae. I didn't go to the meet and greet, so we haven't met yet. And then he holds out his hand for me to shake, right? So I shake his hand, and then immediately he just like goes and pats my head and just like rests it there for like a quick sec while like, you know, like mindlessly like looking around trying to see like, oh my god, where are we going to sit? Because like we didn't have a place to sit, because there was only supposed to be like 3 people, and then 12 showed up, and we didn't have enough, like there wasn't enough room for them. So that was when we had to like figure things out. I just thought it was cute because no one patted me on the head, and that was like one of the greatest things that ever happened to me. So we finally figure out like where we're gonna sit, and you know, just get a normal table but add a bunch of chairs, like extra chairs to it. We were all so crammed around this circle table, it was so funny. And like I'm directly across from Noen, and that's when like the fun begins. We start like hanging out and talking and eating. So now I'm gonna get into all of the fun stories that I can remember. These are not in order by any means, it's just like things that I can remember. First story, so this is the table, right? And Noen is really, really weird. Oh, somebody had gotten him a cup of water and it had ice in it, and Noen was like, oh, I don't like ice. And we all were kind of like, what? Like, how do you not like ice? Like, who doesn't like ice? And then while everybody was like questioning him, I was like, okay, wait, Noen, like, why specifically? Like, what specifically don't you like about ice? And he said, 'cause it's cold. And that seems a bit contradicting, Noen, because literally 5 minutes later, a girl just like out of nowhere asked, who here bites in their ice cream? And Noen's hand just like goes up, and everyone's like, no, like, who does it? And then we all just see Noen, and he looks so just like embarrassed and disappointed in himself. Wait, hold on. No, that's not allowed. And also, didn't you literally just say that you didn't like ice because it's cold, but you like biting into ice cream? Okay, all right, sure, cool. Branching off from that story, Noen has the cup of ice, right? Is just dipping his hand in it, just casually, just like for no apparent reason, just dipping his hand in it. And it's like the weirdest thing, but out of nowhere, somebody sitting at the table like shoves it to the side, right? Like out from underneath his hand. And so Noen like passive aggressively moves over his hand and then starts dipping it in the water again, just out of spite.